Hey everybody, welcome to the channel, glad to have you here. Today we have a greenskins versus Empire matchup. You can see I brought a huge main line here of Savage Orcs. I do have my Hammer of Gork and my Rock Lobber. I got a Goblin Big Boss, an Orc War Boss, an Orc Shaman, and I do have a sneaky Night Goblin Shaman in the back, just with Itchy Nuisance and Sneaky Stealing. As is the meta these days. I do have a Night Goblin Archer, a Rusty Airs over here for some firing support. I've got the two Night Goblin Regiments of Renown. I have Durkit Squigs. These guys are amazing because they have immunity to psychology, which is huge in the anti-Griffin, Steamtank, whatever mess. They're great for locking things down because they have the poison, and they're kind of a cavalry. Even though they're kind of slow, their poison definitely makes up for it. And I do have one unit of Orc Boarboy Biggins. The Orc Shaman over here has Foot of Gork, and here we go. Definitely expecting some range contingent. I do have one other thing. I do have the Morgrub's Mangy Marauders. My opponent has a troll build, I think. This is one of the most annoying builds I've ever played against. Which is why I thought I'd show it to you guys. He has, of course, a Jade Wizard on a Pegasus, so I can't catch it. He has a General of the Empire, so he can beat Azak. He also has 3 Free Company Militia to make sure that he wins that air fight, and also they're a pretty autonomous unit because they can kind of do whatever and be wherever they need to be. And then, of course, the core here is 4 Steam Tanks and Earthblood. So these guys are going to be pulling up and opening fire here soon. My Rock Lobber is definitely a poor choice in this particular matchup. They're not going to find any purpose against these Steam Tanks. Morgrub's Mangy Marauders, though, is going to go in here, start to try and get some early damage. As I just push up, there's really not much else I can do. You can see doing some nice damage early on, but those steam shots, I'm a little too close. And of course he goes straight after my Lord and does some decent damage. But yeah, so you can see definitely a little too close here. I didn't realize they were taking damage, but I do force an Earthblood early, which is good. As I kind of continue to open fire. Just going to blob my Savage Orcs in. Keep these guys shooting, keep these Night Goblins shooting. But like he just pulls through, and there's almost nothing I can do. I need to be pulling these guys in, but even they don't have enough mass to kind of stop a Steam Tank. You can see I'm focusing fire, just trying to kill one of them, or at least pop a regrowth, which would be ideal, just for wasting mana. So you can see they're dropping these guys, trying to take it out, but you can see Earthblood is being dropped, and he's just moving around, and he's just going to keep pushing through. So my Night Goblin Archers are already going to get caught. These Night Goblins are not going to be able to stop them as he just kind of pulls through and does whatever he wants here. As I try and just catch this one maybe. You can see Itchy Nuisance is being dropped on these guys, trying to save my archers. I pull one archer unit this way, pull the other that way. I don't know why he's going after these Rock Lobbers. They're kind of useless at this point. You can see I sent 2 units of Savage Orcs over here. They're going to be tearing apart these Free Company Militia. And you can see still more Morgrub's Mangy Marauders opening fire on this one, and my Night Goblin Shaman running away. Look at that Steam Tank, so low. Definitely want to get rid of it. You can see, as I just try my best, there's not really much I can do. You can see Orc War Boss already terrified, definitely sniped off the field. I popped my Potion of Toughness probably too quick here, so you can see it's gonna heal him a little bit, but as this Pegasus Knight, or this Jade Wizard attacks him, he is going to rout, and it's going to stop healing him, which is not ideal. You can see here, I think the first Steam Tank is going to drop to the Rusty Airfire, but his General of the Empire sees them and is going to start silencing them. My Orc War Boss is running away. I need to pull these guys in here. Kind of kept this Savage Orc unit over here because I forgot about it. My Rusty Air is opening fire. And you can see he's going to start his tactic of just simply kiting away. These Durkit Squigs are going to go after and try and save my General. My Night Goblin's still over here. These archers are back, so they're opening fire, but they're not going to do much without the Rusty Airs nearby. And even then, their armor sundering is not going to be enough to stop this 160 armor of the Steamtank. So pretty useless here, and you can see he's just isolating my units, pulling through, being cheesy. You can see these orc. I've trapped this one, which is pretty good. I'm doing some nice damage to it. And over here, he is moving these guys up. But I don't think he knows these guys are here either. So they do catch him. And you can see my Durkit Squigs get over here, almost keep him down, but for some reason he gets away. And he's going to keep chasing here. You can see, there goes my Night Goblin Archers. I still have my Rusty Airs, thankfully, and they're opening fire over here. You can see I did let this guy get a little too close. My Morgubs, Mage Marauders are out of range. And he doesn't even notice these guys as my Savage Orcs get in here and just like tear these Free Company apart. These guys just walk up to their death. Yeah, Savage Orcs will definitely win that fight every time. But you can see here in the back line it's going pretty well. I did just decide to turn and fight here. I popped Bois, I popped Foeseeker, and Stand Your Ground, so I'm going to be trying to win this fight. And you can see my Durkit Squigs are moving fast towards that fight. Steam Tanks scaring everything off. There goes the Orc Shaman. I am kind of isolating this one, though. You can see as my Rusty Airs open fire. He's really trying to get that Night Goblin Shaman off the field. But I'm really just trying to get this Steam Tank off the field. Because I know with these guys, if I have no range weapons left, range stuff left, and I have no cavalry left, he can just run away and steam me to death. So definitely a cheesy build. Here you can see those 3 Free Company militia are routed off. As this General of the Empire gets in here and shuts these guys down. I am kind of blobbed up here, so this other Steam Tank is getting some nice shots. What I do here is I bring my Durkit Squigs over and I actually break this Jade Wizard. So this was the point where I felt like I had a chance of winning, is when this Jade Wizard left the field. So definitely lucky that my opponent used him to kind of chase off my Orc War Boss. And let's see, does he actually? Yeah, he goes straight off the field, which is thank God. So my Orc War Boss is going to go over here and hide in the trees. And I'm going to try and deal with the 3 more Steam Tanks I have to deal with. Also, you can see the General of the Empire over here. I did take these Rusty Airs and get them out of the fight, but they are turned the wrong way. So, I mean, probably they terrified themselves out of that fight. Over here, you can see Steam Tanks slowly dropping in health. At least they can't heal anymore. And you can see the General of the Empire. I'm almost able to get him. I wonder if do I kill him here? You can see my Squigs on him. Itchy Nuisance dropped on him as well. You can see he still does have 1 very healthy Steam Tank and 2 injured Steam Tanks. And they are unbreakable, of course. So I guess it doesn't super matter if I kill this General of the Empire. You can see they're running over here trying to save him. But I'm going to keep my Squigs on him, try and get him down, and I'm going to rush these ones. Really just try and take one of these out. You can see my Savage Orcs are rushing it. They're not going to get much done with their almost no armor-piercing damage. So you can see these Squigs just like chasing this guy down. There. They managed to take out that Griffin by biting in the butt. And so now they're going to go try and take out the Steam Tank. And you can see of course, just running away, because why not? So I do, with their mass, start to get this guy, and there goes Steam Tank number 2. You can see now I'm just going to jump on this one. Itchy Nuisance again. I'm just really trying to do anything I can to stop these guys. But you can see he just keeps pulling out. So I do try and pull ahead and like stop him, but here, this is a good tactic. Move around in front, pull your guys out. Don't even do an attack move, just like pull out ahead, like right quick over here, and then attack again. That's a good way to get these guys to stop. But you can still see he does have 1 more Steam Tank. The balance of power is hugely in my favor, but greenskins with their terrible leadership are very easily terrified. So we'll see how this goes. You can see he does notice the Durkit Squigs are the mistake, or are the weakness here, so he's going to be trying to get them. Very good moves here, trying to take out my leadership. Again, casting Itchy Nuisance, just trying to do whatever I can, And you can see him just pulling through, coming for the important targets as we try and swarm this guy. Rustiers do come back, and they are opening fire, but they are running low on ammo. You can see this is not going super well. Slowly taking him out. Here come those guys, and oh man, just chain route starts. Everything just starts running for the hill, so I pull out my Orc War Boss, thinking that this is the only way that I can survive this battle is if I get in here and pop Stand Your Ground. So I'm pulling him up, I'm swarming this guy, I'm like, okay, he's completely surrounded, I'm pretty safe here. I'm going to run away, but oh man, he gets a nice Steamtank shot off, and there goes my Orc War Boss, and he actually kills him with a second shot. And you can see these guys just all start routing off the field, which is horrible. Rustiers are out of ammo. Steamtank is almost dead, but still has a ton of ammo left. Goblin Big Boss coming in here. He's going to get hit in the back and routed, terrified off the field. So this is not looking good at this point. I think I do have one unit left. It's the AP Xlunis. So they're just unbreakable, and they're surviving here. And you can see these guys slowly are going to come back. Some of them. You can see the Orc Boy Biggins, I think, are gone. Dirkit Squigs, and I'm going to just pull everything back in for one last stand. And you can see me. I'm so done. Like, the time limit's almost up. I don't want to lose this fight. Like, I'm a little salty at this point, dealing with 4 steam tanks. So I decide, okay, I'm going to take these stocked units, and I'm going to book it. They're unbreakable, so if they're still on the field, he can't win. And I'm going to be petty, and I'm going to pull these guys off as I let the rest of my units try to win this fight. So you can see just swarming it with orcs and goblins. I do have one Goblin Big Boss left, and I'm just going to be pulling him around, letting him, trying to keep the Encourage aura on everybody, and just kind of like cycling. I'm trying not to let him get the cannon pointed towards me, but it is slightly difficult as all these units just become terrified. Rustier is even charging in. You can see they're starting to shatter. How much health does it have left? It has 59 hit points. Oh no. Yeah, 26 hit points. As again, some Savage Orcs come in. He's shooting at the at my Goblin Big Boss. 12 hit points, 3 hit points. Oh man. If they can just last, and they barely make it. You can see my leadership routing, and it's going to be a very Pyrrhic victory there against the steam tanks. You can see I did. I don't know if you can still see them. Where? Oh, I guess you can't. I don't know where my other units made it to. My ensuring a victory. Yeah, they're over here, just hanging out, or at least a draw, I guess. So there you can see 4 steam tanks. They're tanks just littering the battlefield. You see this one, probably the one that was still alive. 301 kills, 70, 103, 40. Definitely would have had no chance to win that if he had just been a little bit more careful of the Jade Wizard, or with the Jade Wizard. You can see almost no kills on any of these units. Just this one Savage Orc who killed like all 3 of those Free Company militia. I think Dirkit Squigs got the general. And then this Savage Orc must have gotten both of the other steam tanks. Or I guess all 3 of the steam tanks. Yeah, wow. MVP unit. It didn't get any chevrons though, so that's strange. Huh. Anyways, decent game to my opponent. Definitely a cheese build. Definitely interesting to play against. And definitely something I might have to take into consideration when planning my next armies. What is your guys' favorite way to deal with a steam tank as the greenskins? I think there's black orcs do okay. The mangy marauders, the firing line does pretty well. Both 4 of them, it's just impossible to protect. Orc Boy Biggins do pretty well when they are supported by leadership. But yeah, just really tough units. Biggins also do pretty well. But yeah, so how do you guys deal with steam tanks? But anyways, great game to my opponent, and thanks so much for watching. That's that.